Hello and welcome to the Euro Cricket. I am Nuwan here with latest topic Super 8s. Super 8s, what it is? It is already started. Why are we talking about it? Yeah, I know. But uh, before the Super 8 started, I was planning to do this video, but due to my laziness and some other works, it was postponed. I already wrote the script and I had to go through it because the predictions were solid. uh, Everything like data, performances, and AI, and our hearts, everything says like kind of solid places in the semi-finals. But it is all the predictions shattered now. I had to change whole my script. I had to do a different approach for this. Anyhow, I am talking about Super 8s even it is started. When we look at this year's Super 8 teams, it looks kind of unfair. To whom? It is unfair to top of the groups in the group stages. Because normally in the tournaments, even in the softball tournaments in our backyards, the top of the groups is playing with the bottom of the groups. But in the Super 8 format, they had kind of pre-seeding thing. I don't know why they have decided this. Maybe logistical reason, maybe this Pakistan India logistical reason, and also ICC's bigger plans like get the Pakistan and India into the semis. That can be the reason, but due to that reason, it became a very big unfair to the top performers in the group stages. As example, India became a top performer in their group, and South Africa and this Zimbabwe and West Indies, everyone was kind of uh, uh, showed their best ability in the group stages, but they were in the same group. Only two of them are going to semi-finals. It is very unfair in my point of view. And the other team, like all of the second places in the group stages, they are in another group. Two of them are coming to the semi-finals. How it happened? Like what is the fairness of this pre-seeding thing? And anyhow, it has happened. Now we have to look at it and see how it is going. Before the tournament, many says Australia, India, South Africa, and New Zealand or India will become a semi-finalist. Unfortunately, in the Australia lose their momentum. But anyhow, Zimbabwe played positive cricket and then entered into the Super 8s. Then Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka was a kind of before the World Cup. Sri Lanka was a failure. They were not consistent, and they were kind of struggling with their team balance and batting performances. But during the group stages, their batting was superb. Their batting lineup was superb. Their bowling was good, and they were showing that they are going to contend for the semi-finals. South Africa was solid. India was solid. Then our semi-final predictions were not a very difficult thing. With those, my initial predictions were India was solid, South Africa was solid, and from other group, Sri Lanka and Pakistan. It is my prediction. But most of the data predicted that India was solid and South Africa was solid, and other group, Pakistan and New Zealand. Most of the performance-based thing. And but AI also said some of the. I will go through them later, but most of the AI said India and South Africa were solid from that group. Other group was the kind of volatile thing. Those were the content of my previous script. But I when wait, but soon after the Super 8 matches started, first day New Zealand Pakistan match went on the rain, and they divided their points into each other, and they didn't have any run rate thing. The Sri Lanka versus England match happened, and due to this England's batting issue, most of the predictions were Sri Lanka will win the match and very easily. but it didn't happen. Sri Lanka batting was collapsed as they showed before the World Cup. Like they were very inconsistent and they were giving away their wickets. And England also batting wise they were struggled, but bowling wise they were really good. But they were wicket taking. Then the predictions were a bit hard because England was inconsistent. Due to that reason, they were not in the radar for the semi-finals. But now England is kind of prominent contender for the semi-finals. And the next day, the solids were playing. Most of the predictions predicted that South Africa and India will be in the semi-finals. Many of them were talking about South Africa's Ahmedabad advantage. India's top order was good at the group stage, but this Abhishek Sharma factor was kind of problematic. But Ishan Kishan was very good, and India's middle order was really good. Then the things came into the match day. This South Africa's top order was struggled, but their middle order built the inning and they won the match very easily with a good run rate. I think now South Africa in a good position to go for the semi-finals because of this match winning performance. And one thing I would say, like before I forget it, I went through this MVP list in the first group stage matches. Most of the MVPs are not from the test playing nations. From the top 10, 5 players are from the associate nations. It is kind of highlighted thing. Associate players are nominated the group stage MVP list. Before I forget it, I told that part. Anyhow, this after this 3 matches happened, my previous predictions and this AI's previous prediction now change. Now I had to go them again. I wrote to the Gemini, I wrote to the ChatGPT, I wrote to the Grok and asked, what are your predictions? I think now they also confused. They also changed. Earlier, they were predicted that England was not in the radar as AI predictions. But now recent results, they have included in the England. Yeah, it should be. But it says like AI also updating as. Let's go through one by one. Okay. Now forget about my previous plan and my previous thing, what I was going to do. It became a mess now because this first stage performances are not related to this second stage, this Super 8s. This year, semi-finalists will be kind of interesting 4 teams. I hope India will be bounced back. I hope my heart says as a Sri Lankan, Sri Lanka will be bounced back. As a cricket fan, I have to accept their chances are getting lower. Anyhow, okay, let's go to the team by team and analyze how they performed up to this point. And the South Africa, I think it looks they are very solid in their position in the semi-finals. But cricket is unpredictable. We hope like they will not get unlucky like 1999 and 2003 something. But they are kind of well performed, but still they are top order. Need to show something. We didn't see this QDK, Quinton de Kock, shows his best ability, and fire from his bat we haven't seen it yet. And David Miller came into the radar and he played really well and he rescued his team. It is good thing just before the semi-finals. They are getting recharged and they are getting energized. And I hope this South Africa will be the perform-wise best contender for the semi-finals. And their bowling attack is really good. Marco Junction and this Rabada and their Maharaj and everyone was like kind of positive attitude. They played really positive cricket. Let's talk about India. India is a well-balanced team, and skill-wise they are really good. But we notice one thing: if they are top order collapse, their middle order getting kind of huge pressure on them. Due to that reason, I think their wickets are going through. We saw it in the last match also. If their top order is performing well, their lower order and middle order, everyone is scoring runs and they are getting more and more runs. I think they need one good inning from the top order. That means Ishan Kishan or Abhishek Sharma or SKY need to do something at the top. But Abhishek Sharma was struggling. Last match he scored 15 runs and kind of positive approach he did. But I hope he will score more next two matches also. And Mumra was good and he was bowling very steadily. And their bowling attack wise, they are kind of in a good position. This Varun is also bowling really well. Then the West Indies and Zimbabwe. The West Indies became a silent killer, and their batting performance is really, really good, but it is not like previous years. Not the single innings. Their whole department is getting better. Not the one or two players are dragging the game to the end. Their whole team is playing really positive cricket. But I don't know what's the reason this preceding thing. It is very unlikely we select them as a semi-finalist because of this. India and South Africa is performing well. For due to that reason, there's a less chance to West Indies to get into the semis. But anyhow, India has loosened one match now. Then West Indies has good chance to not bounce back. Actually, they have to show their pure skills and win two matches. Then they will definitely in the semis because India's run rate is very far from the zero. And Zimbabwe, we cannot neglect Zimbabwe also because they whole tournament they were the most positive team in the tournament. They played really well, good cricket. They were fearless. They played fearless cricket. They played positive cricket. They played solid cricket. Their batting was really good. They are opening batters really solid. They put the basement, then others are building on it. Then at the later part, this Rasa when the Rasa is coming to the crease, all the things are settled to hit him to hit hard. It is kind of their long-term development. As example, I would say like they were struggled, they were banned for a while, they were not selected for the previous years previous World Cup, but now they are kind of well performing team, well organized team. I believe it is because of their match experience. They were losing, but at the top stage, they were performing really well. I would say, like I love to see they are in the semi-final personally because of their skills. If they play that, if they don't take the pressure on them, this Super 8 pressure on them, if they play the positive cricket as they played in the group stages, they can definitely beat one of the top teams in their group, like India, South Africa or West Indies, because this they are skill wise they are good, but like for the small teams when they come into next stages, extra pressure on them because lack of experience and those kind of things. But I think this Sikandrasa's captaincy is really good during this tournament. There's hope on them also. Most of the people are talking about them. Most of the if they are not in the prediction radars, I hope they will show something. And if we are selecting by heart, like we have to bring them into the semis. That's because the way they played, the way how they played their group stages. No other, no other top perform team played in that way except South Africa. Okay, then we go to the next group. It is kind of survivors group. Why it is survivors group? Because they were in the second in the all the these group stages, but they were survived. Now they are in the one group. Anyhow, when we go to the survivors group, and England was overcome Sri Lanka unexpectedly, because I say it is unexpectedly because during the group stage, England's performance was not good. Their playing style was not normal England playing style. They were not positive. They were kind of lazy, kind of feeling. When they collapsed at one point, the whole team collapsed. Their batting was not good, and Josh Butler, their hope was not playing well, and Brook was not in touch. Anyhow, they won against Sri Lanka. Their batting was kind of struggled. Will Jacks, no, Phil Salt played well, and I hope if they keep their batting up to the level, if their hopes will do something. As example, Brook and Butler come back to their normal performances. They can beat the Pakistan. They can beat the New Zealand. Then they will have now they have good chances to be in the semis. Then next think about the Sri Lanka factor. Sri Lanka's batting was good. Their batting department was good. They are, but I noticed one thing, like Sri Lanka's openers are not solid. Like as example, Abhishek Sharma got 3 ducks of hat-trick, but he got the chance to play in the opener position, and he scored last match at least 15. But Posituvia hit a 6 also. But in Sri Lanka, Kusal Perera played kind of fearless cricket. He scored some small double digits, kind of small runs, but he played some good shots. He played fearless shots, but he was dropped in this match. This Kamil Mishar brought back in. I saw something in that match. This Kamil Mishar was struggling to hit hard, like kind of unconventional shots. We know in the T20, these unconventional things, these unconventional shots are play major role. Then if you are struggling to hit your favorite areas, you have to find the way to score runs. Then due to that reason, I feel like Sri Lanka, if the Pathum Nissanka doesn't have good support. Okay, I am talking much about Sri Lanka. Okay, sorry for that. And anyhow, this if Sri Lanka has good chance to beat the New Zealand and Pakistan, because their home advantage, their spin wickets, most of the spin supported wickets, but they lost this Hasarang and Pathirana. Anyhow, this they found new way this using this Chamir as a death bowler, and they have this Dilshad Madhusank and all the things. For this reason, like I believe, to get into semis, their batting department has to be solid, and they have to score. They have to have good innings. Performance wise, we say this Pakistan and New Zealand are not in the radar, because their team performances were not that good. As example, Pakistan's highest scorer is this Farhan. He was the team tournament top scorer in the group stages. But after Farhan, we found the batsman who scored next to him. He's a 56 position in the group stage scorers. That means their batting department has some issue. Sayumaib was also trying to score hard, but he's also not in touch as expected. Anyhow, this Pakistan's bowling was kind of average level, and this Tariq is the mystery factor. I would say this Pakistan has a good chance if they beat Sri Lanka. They have good chance to beat New Zealand or England in the Sri Lanka conditions, because they are the most experienced after Sri Lanka in those kind of pitches. We'll see, but New Zealand has played well in the group stages, but I believe this Sri Lankan condition, they will be struggled. When we look at the performance wise, state Sri Lanka and England is leading, but since Sri Lanka lose to the England, Pakistan has good chance to winning this kind of environment. The performance based, when I go to the team's performance or the things like, still we say this India and South Africa will be in the semis, and Sri Lanka or Pakistan with England will be in the semis. For now, the net run rate of South Africa is 3.8 and India is minus 3.8, and it is a big disadvantage for India to get into the semis if they lose another one match, and if matches goes to the rain, and India will be in trouble. And for the Sri Lanka also same, and England has 2.5 plus something, Sri Lanka is minus 2.5, and also there's Pakistan and New Zealand has extra 1 points. And if Sri Lanka's one of the match goes to the rain, because nowadays in Sri Lanka it is raining in the Pallekele and this RPM Dasa, and if one match goes to the rain, then Sri Lanka will be in trouble. And both the India and Sri Lanka is in negative zone, you would say. And then I asked from the AI what are their predictions, and but this was today morning's results. But before yesterday, they predicted different way. Today morning's results, ChatGPT is still panicking. It is still like India, but it has swept Sri Lanka instead of it has swept Sri Lanka for England as a lock for the semis. That means ChatGPT locked the India and the England for the semis for now. Then the Gemini, it is still loyal to the co-host, and this it says like Sri Lanka and New Zealand will be in the semis from the other group, and India and South Africa will be in the semis in the their group. I asked from the Grok also. It says like South Africa is a hype now. They are locked in their position, and yeah, the Grok is predicting this South Africa will go to the undefeated in the finals also. And it says like India also locked in the semis. It says like New Zealand and England will be in the semis. Okay, that is what AI says. Maybe like it depends on the AI may be biased based on the data what it has. But as a human, as a cricket fans, as a cricket lovers, we also have some predictions. Let's go to what our heart says. In here, I am going to select only 3 teams because I am biased. When it comes to this situation, I am biased. Then I have keeping Sri Lanka aside because I am biased to Sri Lanka. I love to see Sri Lanka is in the semi-finals. If you are an India fan, Pakistan fan, English fan, you keep your team in that position. Okay, we keep one team locked because it is what our emotions say. Then we go to the next tree, and when we talk about emotional thing, I love to see West Indies are in the semis. Why I love to see? Because they are the team who is enjoying this kind of situations really well. Once we saw like this Brathwaite scored four sixes and they won the match. They enjoyed well. Even from our childhood, I love to see how the West Indies are playing. As emotionally, I love to see they will win more matches and they will find the solution for their struggles in their cricket development. They were in a good position for a long time ago, but recently they have some issues with their administration things. To get all this out, I love to see West Indies in the semis. It is emotional thing. Then the cricket factor, like if I am loving a cricket fan, I should give priority to cricketing skills. If I look at the skill wise, and India should be in the semis. No doubt India has well skillful young talented team. They should be in the semis. If they are not in the semis, it won't be an interesting tournament. It won't be an exciting tournament. If there is no fireworks, how we see how the party will get more excited. India has a lot of crowd and lot of the vibe. If India is in the tournament, the vibe will be different. If India out of the tournament, the vibe will go away. It will be a kind of less exciting and less interesting tournament if India is out. Okay, after West Indies and India from the other group, from emotionally, my heart says Pakistan should be there, because if India and Pakistan semi-finals, it will be kind of interesting tournament. It will attract more people to the game. It not only politically, cricket wise, the game needs more attention from the world. If the game gets more attention from the world, game gets popular. As a guy who love to see cricket is getting popular all over the world, I love to see Pakistan and India semi-finals in the this year tournament. For that reason, emotionally, I am selecting by heart Sri Lanka. While thinking about the vibe of the tournament, West Indies, and thinking about the skillful performances India and getting the attraction to the tournament India, and Pakistan for popularize the game because India Pakistan match means more attraction to the game. And yeah, that's what I was thinking to talk about, this performance wise and data wise, and this what AI says and what my heart says. Anyhow, at the end of the day, cricket is getting popular, cricket is getting more exciting game, and as every one of us like cricket lovers, we love to see cricket is getting popular all over the world. Cricket will become more loud game as football, and this is what I was planning to talk for today. Please subscribe to my channel, comments your ideas. I am trying to getting my video quality getting better, my video quality day by day. I am learning them and practicing them. I am trying to get more and more content very soon. Thank you everyone. Have a wonderful tournament ahead. Bye bye.
Cricket isn't just played in Asia, Australia, or England anymore. It's growing fast right here in Europe, even in places covered in snow half the year. Yes, welcome to Euro Cricket, your new home for international and European cricket updates.